Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Good morning to the world. I pray that God uses my heart and my words and my intentions well. I got a few things I want to talk about. It's been a long week. More so that there hasn't been a ceasefire on hospitals, on, I don't know, doctors and people trying to help other people. Humanitarian efforts have been little. I also pray that God, I'm just off a little bit because it's been hard to sleep. Every time I eat, every time I drink, every time I'm sleeping, every time I'm doing something in the comfort of my own home and the comfort of my own space, I can't help but to think of the many displaced Palestinians and people who don't have nothing, absolutely nothing. Been cut off from water, been cut off from food, been cut off from life. And that's not right. You know, nobody has the right to do such. And if it was your family, you would feel the same way. I don't know how we scroll and I don't know how we go on with our daily lives and act like we don't see what's going on. You know, it's understandable for people who don't have a heart. You know, they don't have a heart, they don't have no feelings, they don't have a care in the world, only what's in their bank account or what's going on in their lives to care about how somebody else is sick and suffering. It says a lot about a friend. You call a friend, Biden. Well, anyway, try not to talk about that too much because I know I hear people, you know, everybody ain't on the same page. You know, and you got to come back home and look at America. Look at what's going on with our police system. The racism that's dividing us and been dividing us for a long time now. The heartlessness and the carelessness of our own country. Although we've fought and we've come a long way, you know, we still got a long way to go, but drying our country out of its resources to go pour into another, I want to say, tyrant's plot to destroy mankind, obviously, because every pharaoh that did what he's trying to do utterly was destroyed. Again, I don't want to spend too much time on it. That's not my subject today. And may God be with the sick and suffering, cancer, whatever it is that you're going through, and you think you're the only one going through it. Know that God hears you. You have angels around you, and never give up hope. Job had a sickness that, you know, was terminal. And with patience and prayer, God in his infinite wisdom healed him again and gave him back double everything he lost. You know, everybody abandoned him. He left him alone. He was just, sometimes that's what it takes to get us to listen, is to take away something that we never expected to lose. It grabs your attention. It does something to you. You know, sometimes we get ahead of ourselves and sometimes we get pig-headed and we don't see how much we hurt a person or hurt a people. We don't see the detriment in our own actions. And it's not fair to the people that love us. And it's not fair to the people around us to watch somebody that they love so much be so cold-hearted, be so arrogant, be so naive and blinded by our own greed. That's painful to watch, I have to admit. Anyway, you know, I was given some advice during the week, and I was told to talk about putting guns down, stopping the violence. You know, you hear it every day. You want to, you know, you got rallies, you got, you know, radio stations doing it. And I don't know, I guess I want to get into it a little bit. You know, what happens after you put your gun down? What happens after you cease your gangster? The things that can happen. Let's weigh the pros and cons here, inshallah. I like to call it wisdom over emotions. You know, stop to think, pump your brakes, before you go get your gun, before you intend to go take another life. Think of the pros and cons in it. Is it worth going to jail for? Is it worth hurting someone or taking someone away from somebody that might need that person? Can you handle it on your conscience? Can you sleep at night? You know, why am I so angry? You know, is it because of what's going on inside of my own self, my own mind, my own heart, and my own spirit? Maybe I need to talk to somebody before I go and kill somebody. Maybe I need to pump my brakes on all the heavy drugs that I might be doing. Or maybe I'm just lost and I need God and I don't know where to find him. Just putting my mind state in the mindset of someone who, without thinking, the first thing you think about is going to take a life. That's how you handle you know, when somebody tell you no, somebody, you know, can't do a thing for you, you quick to disrespect them and want to hurt them and do something to them. I think we should think about that sometimes, man, before we do it. Because sometimes you can't take it back and you might push people away and situations away forever. You're never going to get them back. And that only adds to your fire, right? So when you get caught, you will get caught. You will get put in a situation where you have to face yourself. Those are the things that's going to make you crazy inside of that cell, sitting on that bed, rocking back and forth, wishing you could take it all back. But here's a pick-me-up. Stop it now before that situation comes. Give yourself a chance. You're only 18, 19, 20, probably younger than that. Following the wrong crowd, doing the wrong things, talking to the wrong people, against all odds. You know, you got teachers telling you got potential. You got your mom crying to you, looking at you. I know who I gave birth to, and this is not you. For the girls and the boys, because the girls now, you know, this whole situation of a girl can be a boy and a boy can be a girl. They really think that that's possible and that's true. God didn't make you a girl so you can be a boy, and God didn't make you a boy so you can be a girl. So I think you should give that up. And if you knee deep in it, look to the story of Sodom and Gomorrah and the ending of that. Allahu Alam. That's for the believers though, you know. Everybody don't believe because here's the thing. And I have to say this. Isa ibn Maryam, or Jesus, they say that the devil took him up on a high and had him look down on the world, right? Like a mountainside, right? And he told him, make you a great king. I'll give you riches. I'll make you, you know, every woman's dream. I give you this, and just renounce your call, so to say. Renounce what you're doing. Stop doing what you're doing. I give you everything you want, anything you want. Just, he said, thou shalt not tempt thy Lord thy God, right? Meaning, what I've been sent with, I can't stop. It's out of my hands. I have a purpose. I have, no matter what, even if I was to take it there, I still got to do my job, right? You know? Maybe we should think about that, because in your absence, while you're in jail for 25 years or 50 years, you got people taking advantage of your daughters. You got people taking advantage of your mothers. You got men coming in, beating your mom now. You know, you got situation where you could have manned up and been a man and changed and brought in some khair or some good into your home, into your circles. You know, it's not always about us. Sometimes our presence and what we have to do in our purpose of being is to support and love others as well. You know, we got to stop thinking about our own selves sometimes and think about the greater good. And if sacrifice, like we were saying the other day about Jalen Hurts taking a pay cut if he had to get to the championship, and everybody eats, you know, just say my point. Stop being selfish. You know, we hold on to these angers inside of ourselves and misunderstandings when, you know, they say if you want to hide something from a fool, put it in a book. The knowledge is there. The wisdom is there. The guidance is there. The love is there. Not one person on the earth can call God a liar. We all have our individual things that he has done for us and to us to let us know that he's there. Yet and still, we push all that common sense and love aside for our own selfishness. I think it's time to check the heart. Put down your gun. Put the gun away, sell it, and pay your tuition. Pay your school or a tech or something, Take the money that you get from what you sacrifice and your gun and your drugs. Oh, just a gun. Allahu Alam. Because they say that anything based off, if you take a base and you build an empire off of drug money, it's no good. That's what I understand. That's what if it start out wrong, it's wrong all the way through. Allahu Alam. Only way you can fix it is through plenty of repentance and sacrifice. And hope that His Majesty, and hope, you keep on doing good, The right hand don't know what the left hand gives. Allah washes things away, depending on the intention and the intensity of the heart and love it has for His Majesty. And Allah knows best. But it's painful to see teenagers kill teenagers, babies killing babies. They got this new saying that's going around, demon time. I don't like it. It speaks for itself. And, you shouldn't want to have nobody around you talking like that. I'm on demon time, looking to assist the devil and destroy not only your own home, but your friends' circles. And everywhere you go, you got this, we got this stench with us. The way we talk, the way we carry ourselves, how we moving about. All company ain't good company. And all money ain't good money. Allahu Alam. Put the guns down. Just put them down. And here's another thing. If you need to be really tough, and you feel like it's something in you that you just gotta be, go to the gym. Box it out. Find out how tough your chin is. Probably ain't got no chin. Allahu Alam. But to take a punch and find out I was wrong, then to take somebody's life and be totally wrong, that's an oxymoron. Allahu Alam. We could talk it out. We can box if you want. Maybe we both could come to some common ground and understanding about each other that we didn't even know. Like the fact that we might be cousins. I'm shooting 19 bullets at my own family, my own close ones, my own circle, over drug, over streets. How much sense do that make? Wallahi, seriously. Double crossing each other, hating on each other, lying on each other, setting each other up, calling the cops on each other, snitching on each other. Envy, the devil's sin, but we love it. That's what we do to be the top dog. Allahu Alam. And if anybody challenges that, you get a hot one. That don't even make no sense no more, man, because in today's time, we need love. We need more love. We need more unity. We need more family prayer. We need more understanding. We need more patience. We need to sit down and really, really, really sort our homes out. And not, for 1 second, be selfish. Allahu Akbar, I'm going to say this for a reason. For 1 second, be selfish and get your own households and your own circles and your own hearts together so you can be, honorable in the sight of God, knowing that not my household, not no killers coming out of my house. It's not no whores coming out of my house, huh? It's not no drugs coming out of my house. Even if we broke, we all on the same page and we all pushing toward the same goal. Do your chores, keep the house clean, put angels and love and mercy and understanding. Bring all that stuff into it. Come on. You want that stuff. You want the honor and love of God and what's the greater good all around you. In today's time, we really, 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 really need it. So when these hard times come, because they're going to come, we might be seeing this stuff happening in Palestine and in Israel and things, oppressions and evils going on in the world, and we think that'll never come to us. How many times you got up 3 o'clock in the morning? Pop, 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 pop. And to find out another person. Same thing. That close to you, you ain't paying attention to it. The one who shot the gun came out of your house. Subhanallah. How did that make you feel? That blood on your hands too. Subhanallah. Anyway, I think we should put down the guns, pick up some wisdom. You don't have to know it all. Nobody knows it all. But if my neighbor knows a part of the truth and I know a part of the truth, we can live in harmony, respect each other's boundaries in that regard. It's better ways than just demon time. It's smarter ways than, just because you don't like yourself a little bit bigger or a little bit skinnier, your nose might be bigger. You don't like something about yourself. Between you and God, you should never dislike what God gave you. You don't have to go and destroy your skin by putting tattoos from head to toe and, wanting to look like somebody else other than yourself. Your beautiful self. You're beautiful under there. You don't have to undress to the point where, the only reason the opposite sex is even interested in you is it because of what you're giving or what you're showing. If all I see is nipple and camel toe, that's all I'm going to want from you, and that's all I'm going to respect on you, young lady or older lady or whoever you trying to be. If your attitude stinks, if you're, every word that comes out of your mouth is disrespectful to yourself and everything around you, is just a funky mess. We shouldn't want to become that type, because when it's time for us to be heard and we really want to be heard, ain't nobody going to want to listen, because they're going to expect us to be stupid like that. They're going to expect us to be belligerent like that. They're going to expect us to not care. And so when they really need our opinion, when they really need us, they ain't going to want us around, because that's all we come with. As soon as they think your name comes up, no, that's not what you want, subhanAllah. And so what, you going to go get your gun? A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Because somebody disagrees with you, because somebody don't like what you're coming with, because you might be wrong. Sometimes we got to really, 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 really look in the mirror, really look in the mirror deeper and see our own faults before we see somebody else's. Allah knows best. There's no way we're going to change, and the time to change is now. I'm telling you, America is going to be under a severe oppression. That's my opinion, because we're making enemies of allies. Turning a blind eye for money and allowing the rest of the world to see us fold for money makes them not want to be. They think big of us. Everybody in the world wants to come to the land of the free. Not now, I don't think so. And Allah knows best. They're going to be too afraid of getting killed by their own kind. You got the cops killing people. You got the ambulances taking 20 years to get you to and fro. You think they care? These people we hiring. We need to know who we hiring. We need to know who our police officers really are at heart and at home. I'm not saying all police officers are bad, but sometimes it's legible how much they hate you and they're supposed to save you. This is happening right here in our own United States. And we take and bleed our country of its resources, because everybody a little messed up right now because of what's going on. You're taking all our money and pouring it into another country to help another country oppressing other people. SubhanAllah. Kind of like, how I see it's kind of like Harlem Nights. When Arsenio Hall had that little 22. Pat, pat. To boom, 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 boom. It's just overwhelming. And obviously plot to destroy and take over a situation. Again, that's not my subject. I'm trying not to talk about that, but that's really, 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 really heavy on my heart, because I fear that my own hypocrisy is the reason that it's all happening. And ever since this whole situation started with the bombs and killing people and watching those kids suffer and be terrorized like that, it made me think of my own self. It made me think of my own family. It made me think of my own situation and how much of a detriment it is for us to get ourselves together right now while we got the time to do it. It's important. Start telling the truth. Start being upright. Put the guns down. Pick up a book. Get into some kind of faith and fortify yourself, men, because we're going to need you. Young men, we're going to need you in this army. I'm telling you, it's going to come a time where you really going to want to say something and ain't nobody going to want to hear you, and Allah knows best. Because of your ignorance, Because of our ignorance, because of our violence, because of our belligerence, because of how we carry ourselves, ain't nobody gonna want us around, and that really hurts sometimes. You know, really, really hurts. You know, you can't be on demon time all the time because God gave us all emotions. God gave us all feelings. You might be able to numb them up now with cocaine and wet and all them drugs, but when you get caught, and when you get to sit down and you get to stuck with yourself somewhere, probably in a straitjacket, you're gonna feel that. You're gonna know that. It's gonna drive you crazy. And the same people that you disrespected and the same people that you pushing away are the ones you're gonna be calling first. Lo and behold, you haven't took the time out to memorize anything, so when the phone get taken away from you, you don't know who to call. Allahu Alam. So stop the violence. Get back into being a big brother, an uncle, a cousin. Like, enjoy your life. Don't look forward to dying in the street. You haven't even seen Glenn Olden yet. You know? And you talk about not caring on demon time and tats all on your face. 18. Ain't even seen Glenn Olden yet. Allahu Alam. But you ready to give up on life. You don't care about nobody else's life. And you don't care if you can disrespect your mom, you can disrespect anybody. Here's a better one. If you got no regard for God and his majesty and whatever it is, whatever faith and denomination you call yourself, you got no regard for nobody. And I wouldn't call you my friend to save my life. If I sit there and call myself your friend, right? And I go with you to your home and watch you call your mom all kinds of bitches and your sister all kinds of whores and disrespecting in your house and smoking weed all in your house and your room, knowing your mom disapprove of it, don't clean up after yourself, don't give a damn. Why would I want to call you my friend? I'm thinking to myself, bro, when we disagree, you're going to do the same shit to me. Nah. Some things are legible, you know, open your eyes sometimes. Wake up to the reality of things. You know, all this might be happening because of me. Maybe I need to change. Maybe I need to have my heart have some humility and respect. Subhanallah, you know? Time is of the essence, man. You know, here today, going tomorrow is a real thing. Ooh, you know, I can't see myself without faith. I once was, you know, like that. You lost, you wandering, you angry, you know, you want something to fulfill or fill up that void of heart. Nobody understands. I'm all alone, I'm frustrated, this and that. The only thing that filled that void of heart, what was meant to fill that void of heart, should never put a person, place, a thing in the place of where God should be. That person, place, or thing will destroy you. The devil will use it against you. It's called stupidity. Forgive me. It is stupid. We got instruction manuals. We have guides. We have mothers. We have guardians. We have principals. We have teachers. We have a slew of blessings from God that we disrespect and push to the side for our own ignorances. At a young age, most of the time, and sometimes it's just like staying stuck on stupid. There's no way you're supposed to do 10, 15, 20 years, 5 years in a maximum security prison to come home and do the same shit, only to go back. Only to come home and still think you're a smarter dummy. I'm going to do it smarter this time. I'm going to go out. You know, nah. You like niggas, that's what you do. You know, people like that, you know, you like jail. You want to go back to jail and shower and share showers with niggas. Ain't gonna happen with me. Lord, I ain't going to jail. They put me in jail. I'm gonna have to be in a cell by myself. I don't want to be in nobody's prison. I got a problem with authority. I don't like being told what to do unless it's you telling me the right thing or you can show it to me, you know. I don't got no problem with listening. I don't got no problem with opening my heart and my ears to truth. And Allah say in the Quran, you know, burhanukum, we got a right to say burhanukum and kunti masadiqin, right? Bring me the proof. I love you. I know who you are. You're my mom, my cousin, whoever you are, but show it to me. I want to read it. I want to have it in my hand. Maybe, you might have understood it better than I did because, subhanAllah. You know what I mean? Allah tell us that. Somebody come to you with a fahisha or something different, not to push it right away, just because of your own ignorance. Don't push it, listen to it, especially if it got the word God in it or from God. We should know the truth enough to know if somebody telling us the truth or not. And if we don't know the truth, then we got to sit down and make sure we getting it right. Here's how I found out was somebody telling me the truth or not. If it's monotheistic, right? Just me. If it's monotheistic, meaning if it go back to the one true God, meaning his majesty, I got to recognize that he made the sun. I got to recognize that he made me unique. He made the earth unique. This all goes to him. That goes to his majesty. That's his majesty's rule. If it all goes back to a monotheistic setting, like whatever we talking about, it can tie into monotheism. And the fact that God is the king of all kings, right? Even of Jesus, alayhi salatu wasalam. Just saying, right? We're saying that. Then, alhamdulillah, the polytheism will stick out like a sore thumb. Everything that leads to multiple gods or putting God down for a second or putting faith down for a second from picking up my own ignorance. Everything that leads to men can be women and women can be men, same-sex marriages and made up laws and this and that, things that we know. Some of it common sense, things that we know just can't be from God. It's impossible, That's how I dissect things. When you're talking to me, we're having a conversation, it's quick to notice if a person being of sincerity and love and upbringing and unity and this and that from, Allah forgive me. Fuck out of here. Oh, hey, what the fuck's going on? Oh, motherfucking nigga, roll that shit up, motherfucker. Right? Excuse my language. I'm just saying what reality is, right? It's a difference. Big difference. You could tell what they coming from the rip. Pants hanging down low or, tracks all messed. You could just see the tracks. And she talking, how old is he? I want to know how old is he? Worried about what's in his pocket. I don't know if he got a pussy penis or a wife at home, subhanAllah. Or a husband at home for that matter. Subhanallah. We should be able to be wise enough. And if you get played, if you get played, if you get lied to, if all your money get taken from you, from devil's advocates, I don't know. If God tests you with a certain situation to test you to see if you really change, don't go get your gun. Don't go get the gun. Put your anger down. Breathe. Breathe in. Go get some air. Take your time out. Do I want to go back to jail? Is it worth going back to jail? Is she worth it? Is he worth it? Coming out of my character for, coming out of my good, I'm doing good now. I'm building the strength now. I got myself together now. I feel loved by God and honored by my own. And because of this ignorant one person cut you off in traffic, whatever it is that triggers you and makes you want to kill somebody or hurt somebody or that kind of anger where you just, want to put a bullet in their face. SubhanAllah. Check to see if it's worth it first. I think you should, because you might be hurting your own family or somebody else's family. Just because you're momentarily going through something don't mean you got to go destroy somebody's life. Just because you yourself going through something don't mean you got to go look for somebody to destroy, somebody you think weaker than you, somebody you think dumber than you, somebody you think you can come up off of. As soon as somebody disagree with us, we want to go mess. As soon as I don't have something I should have myself, I'm mad at the world for something I don't have myself. I'm grown. Once you 18, once you get it, once you understand it, you're on your own. Can't get mad at somebody else for what they don't have for you. How you ain't wearing diapers. They're not changing your diapers no more. Get your mind right. Subhanallah. Stop putting burdens on people that they don't deserve. And if you want to talk about it, talk about it. Write it down. Let's talk about it. But don't come bringing demons and evil with yourself. It's not cool. It's not cool at all. And the first thing you want to do is kill him. Shoot them, hate them, they literally hating people over petty, trifling issues. Petty. Yo, wars, death, homicides over the minutest issues. Jordans. SubhanAllah. Oh, she too pretty. Oh, she like him, so you don't like her, so you go pull her hair and you disrespecting her mom because you jealous of her because her hair real and yours not. Stop putting that fake shit in your head then. You know, be happy with your little bald head self. You know, be happy how you bald head. It's a million bald head women out here that look amazing. You know what I mean? Because they comfortable in their skin. They comfortable with who God made them to be. They strong women. You know, you don't gotta, wear a Halloween costume all year round. And when it's time to be real, you don't know where it's at inside of yourself. You know? Genuine is genuine. Love the skin you in. Like Alicia Keys, you know? I remember when she did that. She broke free of the stereotypes. I was so proud of her. It was like 4 years ago she did that, 4 years ago, Alicia Keys. She took all her makeup off and she so happy to be free from the pressure of media society. She was like, I don't need to be superficial. This is my tooth crooked. I got a pimple. I can be me. Leave me alone. She cool in herself. And she made a movement with it. She made young ladies feel, took the pressure off of them. Because it's a lot of young ladies depressed because they don't have what another young lady has. A long $200 weave and tattoos and a fake butt and some fake breasts and some fake conversation and all about, And she depressed because she can't be that. Not even knowing how beautiful she really is. In herself, in her innocence, in her love. In her respect for her mom, in her respect for who she is, she should be proud of herself. But because her big cousins or her peers want to be a certain way, demon time, ignorance, never gave themselves a chance, they made this young lady feel less than. You nerd, you too prissy, you too superficial, you too, you think you better than everybody. Damn, why don't you encourage her or him? Help them make it where you couldn't make it. Help them get over the humps that you couldn't get over. Don't downtrodden and make them feel less than for wanting to be more than what you are. IMO. This is IMO. We all entitled to our opinions, and Allah knows best. I it just hurts, that these teens, this youth these days, all around our United States, they're not giving themselves a chance. They're not giving themselves a chance, and they're looking forward to death. They're looking forward to death before 21 years old, without a care in the world. And you ain't even seen the next town over. You ain't even seen, 20,000 yet. Allahu Alam. I'm still waiting to see 25, 50,000. You know what I mean? But I hope for it. How you gonna get it if you did? How you ever gonna know how successful you can be if you're looking forward to death before you even hit your next birthday and living that way? On the phone, posting where you are. Come shoot me. Come get me. I'm right here. Me and my homie. Look where we is. Not at. Look where we is. We right here. We is here. We is there. We right here. Come get me. Come kill me. And my mama picked me up off the street with tears. Let my father feel ashamed and sad, thinking that he thought he taught you the right thing, but you died on the street like a dog. Give yourself a chance. Your wisdom should be over your emotions. Please, please, please. And for the young ladies, stop making the first phone call out of your frustration and your emotions. Stop thinking you can disrespect any man you want and talk to them any kind of way. Your father, your cousin, your mother, your sister, but you think you can just talk to anybody. You think you're a man. You think you're so tough and you got all this mouth. Putting yourself and your family in a situation, and then you quick to call somebody and tell them to come shoot and kill somebody because of your own ignorance and your own disrespect. That's foul. You got that blood on your hands. And somebody need to come check you for that. Always disrespecting somebody, and you call and lie and persuade that, you know calling Shaitan. Let me call Shaitan real quick. Yeah, he touched me. He disrespected me. He did that. And lying the whole time, it was you. It was you. It was you. A'udhu billah. Wisdom over emotions. Save a life, don't take a life. Save lives, don't take them. What I'm seeing today is killing me. It's killing me, it's killing me, it's killing me. It's hurting me to my core. I can't get right. I can't walk right. I can't eat right. It's just, I feel guilty. I feel guilty that I got it so easy in my life so well. And my people ain't got that. They being deprived of basic human rights. So it kind of make me think, how can I help? Where can I fit in? I just can't stay quiet. I can't shut up about it. Why? Because I got my own hypocrisies and I got my own situations that if I feel like if I get them right, I'll be helping those people. Facts be told. If I straighten my life out, if I get my home together, if I be a man in my house, if I start doing the right things, it'll show a better side of faith, and that faith ain't so bad to try. A life of faith is the best way to go. But our hypocrisy make them not want to make our teens not even want to look to the books. Our hypocrisy, looking at your father be a whole junkie or drunk or something that he ain't supposed to be, and make you feel like, excuse my language, and make you feel like, why try? And the first thing that come out of their mouth, look at so-and-so. Well, firstly, to the teens, you're an individual man yourself. You should know what's right and what's wrong. You should weigh the pros and cons. You can't always use that somebody else's hypocrisy or somebody else's actions to dictate your own. I mean, you can take a lesson. Allah said, do you not take a lesson from those that came before you? I get that. Look at what they did wrong and do everything right. You know what I mean? But at some point, you held responsible for your own self and your own soul. You can't always use somebody as an excuse to not do the right thing. And I pray, God, that you don't, look, I don't know everything, bro. I'm layman, but I will help you pray. I will, if I got $2, I'll give you $1. I will smile and try to cheer you up. I will give you a hug if you need it. I'm going to be a brother to you if you need one. I'll be a father to you if you need one too. But damn it, give yourself a chance. Give yourselves a chance, bro. Yo, I love doing this. I love doing it because all you need is one heart. You never know who's listening. You never know who you can help. And you never know who can help you. I need all the help in the world. But all my help coming from God, and I'm okay with that. Got to be patient for the greater things, and you got to brace yourself for them too. You got to brace yourself for tests and trials and tribulations because it's elevating you to a better place. If God tests you with poverty, endure that poverty and don't complain. If God tests you with loneliness, get on your hands and knees and get a firm relationship with him, because sometimes they take everything away from you so you can strengthen your relationship between him and you, or you and him, however you want to do it. God tests you with hunger sometimes so you'll know. When you see those people outside of Wawa and you see those people over town and you see those people at Skid Row, give them something to eat regardless. Give them what you can give and give. It changes you. It does something to you. It makes you stronger. Losses of life, it's going to happen. Allah said he's going to take your wife from you, cancer. Allah said he's going to take your husband from you, tumors. It's going to be things that are out of our hands and into God's hands. But you got to be strong in them situations and allow your wisdom to overpower your emotions. That's what I'm calling to today. I'm saying subdue the emotion. Put the emotions aside and just look at the pros and cons and facts in the thing. Y'all wrong. They wrong. And to sit up there and hug and smile, like what they doing ain't cool. They calling it an ethnic cleansing. I say to them too, and they know who they are. The Jewish leader and the president. That's how I feel. I'm saying how I feel. How can you face your own family? Grab your grandchildren, because both of y'all pop-pops. Grab your grandchildren, hug them, feed them food, bathe them, knowing that you're depriving the people of the same things that they deserve. And if somebody was to do that to your own grandchildren, what would you do? How can you face your own family at home? I don't know. I don't know how you do it. Maybe you don't have a heart in your chest. Maybe you're not human. Because what y'all doing is inhumane. And again, it makes me want to better myself. It makes me want to better myself. So when my time of death comes, and you never know when you're going to die, that you die with honor, knowing that you changed and became something better in this life. Made a difference in the world, made a difference in your own little world. Whatever world you living in, whatever you are, make a difference. Wherever you put your 2 feet, make that place better. Honor your mother and your father. Respect them, even if they on some rah-rah riffraff. Respect them from a distance. Let them know I can't be a part of that. It's not my life, but I still honor you. You need anything, I love you, Mom. You know, Allah said we're not even supposed to, make a face at our mothers because of the paradise that lies at their feet. They brought a king into the earth. And we got to watch our mothers cry at what her son has become. She can't even recognize you. You got dummy tattooed across your face. It say dummy. Under your eyes, stupid. Come on, man. Anyway, so alhamdulillah, it's Friday for the believers. Get to a Jummah, ask God to put light above you, beneath you, in front of you, and in back of you. And you ask God to put a light in your heart that'll never die. Even if the flesh on your bones is falling off like Job. Peace and blessings be upon him. Even if you at your wit's end with it. You got beans and bologna. Keep the faith. Stay strong, Don't let nothing shake you like that. To the point where the first thing you want to do is get on demon time, man. It's time to change, bro. It's time to do something different. It's time to get away from people who want to stay stuck on stupid. It's time to get away from whores before they act and turn you into one. Alayhi salatu wasalam, Jesus' mom, I want to talk about a hijab for a second. Every picture they say, or you see, in the world of Jesus' mom for the Christian woman or for the woman, period. Every picture, every time you see anything according to Mary or partakes to Mary, look at her dress code. She always, her look, even if it's a painting, is modest. And God elevate her and promised her that she could be the first, the reason, what's the word I'm looking for? The example of what a woman should be. Mary, the mother of Jesus, alayhi salatu wasalam. Her dress code, her modesty, how she carried herself, how she was with her parents, how she was, she gave her life to what was right. And when I read that, I was like, I would want my daughter to be that way, I would want my wife to be that way. I want my mother to be that way. I'd be so proud of my mom. I'll be so proud of my daughter. I'll be so proud of my sisters, watching them, seeing them in their hijab and watching them move about. I just look, and it reminds me of Maryam, alayhi salatu wassalam. May Allah be pleased with her. And look, she was so modest, and this some advice to the women. Mary was known to be so modest when the angel Gabriel, they call it the Holy Spirit. We call the Holy Spirit angel Gabriel because that's what the Bible teaches. That's what we understand it to be. It's the angel Gabriel. Y'all can look it up all you want. I advise you to look it up. But it said when the Holy Ghost appeared onto her, it was the angel Gabriel. That's what we're talking about. That's what we understand the Holy Ghost to be, the one who brought the message to the messengers, right? So he came to her, the angel came to her in the form of a man. Her immediate reaction, if you got any heart, if you got any faith, because she know, especially if you a beautiful woman, if you got some curviness to you and you got some sway or swag with you, pump your brakes when you get near the opposite sex. Listen to their words, look at their demeanor. You can see what they're coming with. Most of them, grabbing our hammer. We licking our lips first because all you showing me is what you about. In my mind, I'm thinking, I got 500 and I'm going to give her 200 real quick because she look like she going to take it. She can use it. You see her tracks, a little dusty, a little bit, this and that. And that's wrong. That's somebody's daughter. That's somebody's sister. That's somebody's mom, future, inshallah. So I advise the young ladies, inshallah, my daughters, my sisters, and my beautiful queens. Use your wisdom over your emotions. Know that you're worth more than $40 and an eighth. Know that you're worth more than, what this nigga trying to get at you. Listen, cut them off. Give yourself a chance. Get into school. That love stuff gonna come later. That relationship, in and out, this and that, on top of one man and under another, when he don't have what the other one have, you putting miles on yourself. And when God sends you the right man, he never respects you. He'll never want you. He'll go for the next one that he does need. Subhanallah. You don't have to take off all of your clothes. You don't have to disrespect yourself. You don't have to be everything that the next whore is to get what you want in life. And if you want to get on your knees to do something, get on your knees to pray and beg for what you don't have. And then after you don't have that, put work in to get to that goal. Know what you prayed for, and then position your life and yourself in a position to get that. Work hard for it. Be proud of yourself. Be honorable in the eyes of God before you dishonorable yourself by being something you're not. Changing yourself into something you're not. Wondering why your relationship between you and your mom is so scarce, because that's not who she gave birth to. And that's not who she had hope for. Like Imran. You know who Imran? Nobody knows. Imran. Imran. And their progeny. That was Mary's mother and her father, Imran. Look it up, inshallah. Her mom wanted to have a boy. And while the baby was growing in her stomach, because back then they didn't have ultrasounds and whatnot. It was just hope, right? She like, whatever this baby is, he gonna be yours, my Lord. And she talking to him, I'm gonna dedicate his life to you, and I'm gonna cultivate my son to be a great king in your name. When she had a girl, again, you never know. When she had a girl, she was wondering, why would I thought because you think you can't. One thing you can't do is God gonna do what he want. You can it come the way you least expect. Your blessings, your thoughts, the thing, it come how he want them to come. And the time when he want them to come, you just gotta be ready for it. And want it in your life. You gotta want God's blessing and God's favor and God's love in your life. I'm sorry, I can't help it. When it's all over you, it's all over you, And you want to put it all over somebody else that might need it. Countless situations, bro. I lost count. I go into situations sometimes thinking this person needs Allah. This person can use Islam or faith can look good all over you if you just gave it a chance. And the first thing they do is disrespect me. Fuck out of here, old head, Stuck for the law. Anyway, I'm gonna get on out of here, y'all. I got mad love for my city. C-City, we doing big things, we growing. Shout out again to the principals and the teachers. I care because y'all trying. I see you guys trying. It's not easy dealing with a whole classroom of belligerents. I say to the parents, step your game up. Parenting with a purpose. Listen to it. Might catch something on there. Love that show because we need it. We should have, group sessions, I guess, come together and talk about issues. I think guidance counselors are important. I always had this idea of opening up a advice center. We're just sitting there and have, maybe a account set up. If you want to pay me, you pay me. If you think what I gave you is helping you, you think what I'm doing for you or what we doing for each other, because I need the help just as much as you do. But an open advice center where we can come and privately talk about our issues and hopefully get answers through the book, through the wisdom, through the knowledge. And if you think it helped you, keep the business going. Send what you can, $2, $25, $1, whatever you can, but keep it going. Rotate it. You know what I mean? Always have somewhere to go instead of under the mattress to go get your hammer, bro. It's not cool. So I pitched this. Call me. We could talk about it. Text me. I text more than I talk. I like to text because writing down something, you open up more, you find your words more, you could take your time and really get through to the person, inshallah. So I pledge that, you know, if I ever get it, you know, the right change, I think I'm gonna do that, you know, open up an advice center, inshallah. Because I like to talk, I do. I like to talk about good things. I like to talk about faith. I like to talk about love. And I like to talk about saving lives. And I think if we straighten up over here at home, if we get ourselves together here at home, when the time comes when we oppress, we all gonna stand strong where we're gonna be unified. Just like they are. They can't kill the faith. You cannot kill faith. You can kill the body, you can kill the physical, you can kill a lot of things, dreams, but you cannot kill the light of faith once it touches the heart. And that's what I wanna be. That's how I wanna be, you know? I want my faith to stand strong, that even in the face of death or monsters, I don't care what it is, I'm calling on you, God, first, before I call on my own ignorance. And that's what I want to spread. Love and awareness. Inshallah, put down the guns, y'all. It's not a hard thing to do. And if you got that much anger, again, if you got that much anger and frustration inside of you, go punch a bag. Get into boxing. Go fight Floyd. He a coward. He can't walk his kids. Tyson told him he can't walk his kids. He's a little man. He's a little scared man. He's Floyd. That pissed Floyd off. How can he be the greatest? And that's what Tyson told him. How can he be the greatest? How can he compare himself to the greatest? And he can't walk his kids to school. He's a scared little man. Anyway, yo, I gotta go. I pray Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that I'm sincere in what I'm trying to do. I pray God that, you know, really put the guns down and pick up some wisdom. You know, if you need to talk to somebody that you trust. Everybody ain't worth talking to, and everybody ain't worth opening up to. Again, we should be able to read the room, read the situation before it happens, and know if we want to put our energy into that situation or not. And Allah knows best, you know. I pray God relieves those children and they have a ceasefire, man. You know, I'm tired of seeing those images. I'm tired of seeing, you know, what's going on over there. It hurts. And then after I scroll through that, I got to scroll and watch the two people responsible for it smiling and laughing like it's a joke. No, it's not a joke. And I'm going to keep firing on both of y'all because y'all dead wrong. Dead wrong. Y'all got hypocrisy just like we got hypocrisy. Y'all got wrongs just like we wrong. How can you face your family? I'm angry at that because that was a bad plot that's imploding on itself and its people. And if y'all don't stop that hemorrhaging fast, now it's going to implode in your own selves, in your own homes, in your own situation. And before you know it, you're going to be with your hands in your face. I guarantee it because that's how God moves. He don't come when you call, but he's always on time. Anyway, I pray God, you know, touches one heart today, my own. May Allah allow me to swallow my own words before I give them to anybody else. May Allah allow me to be a guide. You know, sometimes you make so many mistakes, you don't want to make those mistakes no more because they hurt. When you look, you got bruises and bumps all over yourself, tripping and falling over everything everybody else doing. Give yourself a chance to move forward. Heal from that and move forward, inshallah. And, you know, don't drag yesterday into today, and tomorrow's never promised. So be the best you can be today, inshallah. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika wa tabaraka ismuka wa ta'ala juduka. This is Finding Humility Through Change. Every Friday at 8 o'clock in the morning, inshallah. Get to Jummah, man. Wisdom over emotions, y'all. Let's go. Finding humility through change.